Hey everybody, welcome back to another gig log. This time I'm going up to Maine. I don't have a whole lot of footage from this one because it should have only taken me about 3 hours and it took me about 4.5. So man, I was running mad late. So I didn't get very much footage. So this gives me a chance to thank you all for watching. I've had a bunch of new subscribers and thank you for your comments and questions. I really appreciate it. I started this channel because, I enjoy watching other DJs on YouTube, but also to just sort of document my gigs for myself, if for nothing else. But I've really enjoyed making these, and I enjoy the interaction. So with that said, shout out to DJ Sammy C. I see you out there, brother. But without further ado, let's get into the gig log. All right, so after having an absolute barn burner of a party on Friday, I had to go to Maine on Saturday. Now, today's Monday. It's a rainy Monday, and I am on a mini vacation in New Hampshire and just sort of reflecting on the weekend. So yeah, Friday, absolute barn burner. Got over kind of late, had to go home, try to get some sleep because I had to get up real early because Saturday was in Maine, and it was looking to be about 2.5 hours away, and I left about 3 hours early. No, 3.5 hours early, and it wasn't enough. It took me over close to 4.5 hours to get up there, man. The traffic was awful, absolutely terrible. So I didn't get much footage because I was running way behind, but the ceremony was in the neighbor's backyard. Cocktail was in the owners of the house's backyard, and then reception was in a tent in their side yard. So 3 very separate locations. Got it all set up in time. Ceremony, I was in the blazing sun. Everybody else was in the shade. I was actually getting to the point where I was worrying if my equipment was going to overheat. I was like draping little towels over and everything just to stop the direct sunlight from it. Cocktail hour was perfect. I mean, that was a great little spot, and I had a little satellite speaker over there using my new Sennheisers. And then in getting the setup in the reception in the tent, so I got it all set up. I mean, a little uneven ground and everything, but no big deal. And I finally figured out the whole power situation, which was a bit of a struggle to figure it out. But once we got it, it was good. But then I go to to just turn on the music and everything, and my controller, the buttons don't work. I mean, when I load a song, it shows up on the controller. Everything lights up, everything, whatever. None of the buttons work for me. So I'm freaking out because I'm running behind. It's hot. I'm sweating. I'm dying. I know my buttons don't work. So anyway, my buttons don't work. And I can still use it right on the computer. But man, it just made it a lot tougher. But it was, so I'm just worried, and I'm worried about restarting stuff and digging too deep into the computer at this time. Because, if I screw anything up worse, man, I don't have enough time to fix it. So something I'm going to have to deal with when I get home. Like I said, I'm on a little mini vacation right now. But Something I'll figure out when I get home. But anyway, so by the time we got to the party, man, these people were raging, absolutely raging. Another absolute barn burner, man. What an awesome weekend. Excuse me. This one was a little different. It was a really nice little neighborhood. And a little well-to-do, nice little neighborhood. And they called the cops on us once, and it was early. The cops pretty much said, "Hey, just keep it cool." But the wedding coordinator for the day went around, 3-4 houses away, and they said that they couldn't even hear the music, but they could hear the people singing along. It was the people making the most noise, which was awesome. But man, we rocked out. We had so much fun. But two really weird songs that I ended up playing that night. One requested by the father of the bride, and one requested by the father of the groom. Even though there was no requests, the bride and groom said, but they allowed both of these, and pretty weird ones to play at a wedding or whatever, but especially in the neighborhood I was in. But father of the bride wanted to hear "Best of You" by the Foo Fighters, and him and his daughters and everybody went nuts for it. I mean, good tune, but man, I didn't expect them to go as nuts as they did. And then father of the groom needed to hear "Big Balls" by AC/DC, and him and his sons and his whole group went nuts, man. It was pretty wild and funny and good. But another absolute barn burner. I needed this weekend. I needed to rock out this hard, and it was pretty awesome. But didn't get a whole lot of footage, so I do apologize for that. But now I am on a little mini vacation. I'll see you next week. Peace.